everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I would like first off to explain why I look like a fairy today. I have a friend who's running a challenge right now for October. It's the Siren X Slaytober. Her Instagram is Siren X Slays, and today's challenge was to be a fae. So here I am, all fairy out. I would also like to start this video by saying none of the things that I'm listing are wrong. If these are things that you have done or are currently doing, there is nothing wrong with that. This video is to explain some things that I personally think that you should keep out of your portfolio if you're trying to be taken seriously as a professional SFX artist and you're presenting to things like you're trying to get hired for your first couple of movies, or you're trying to get hired for a higher profile customer client event. None of these are bad. A lot of these are really internet popular, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't think they lend well to a professional portfolio. I am all about being positive within the beauty community. I realize that it can get really mean and really catty, and sometimes people aren't very nice to each other, and this video is not meant to cut you down, but to tell you things to avoid in order to present yourself in a more professional manner to a higher end clientele. Now, me personally, right now, I've worked on a couple of small movie sets. I've worked on some stage stuff and some photography stuff. Am I a high-end big name makeup artist? No, I'm not. But if I'm looking to hire a secondary client or a secondary makeup artist and I need to impress a client, these are things that I would look at that would turn me off from hiring somebody, because it doesn't seem professional to me. I do also have sample pictures that I've pulled from the interwebs. Once again, I am not bashing any of these people. There's nothing wrong with this kind of makeup. I realize this makeup is very popular. A lot of the makeups I'm naming are very popular and trending. They don't serve well for professional portfolio in order to get clients. Okay. You don't have to listen to me. I'm some girl in fairy ears and horns on the internet. Like, but don't be offended. They're just things that I look at. Okay. Let's first talk about blood. Everybody loves blood. We all want to cover ourselves from head to toe like we're Carrie because it's awesome. But let's talk about some things to avoid with blood. Just covering someone from head to toe in blood is not a professional looking makeup. Almost anyone can do it. Show these people something more impressive. Is it fun? Yes. Is it cool? Yes. Is it a beast to wash off afterwards? Also yes. Have I also done it? Yes. Yes, I have. But it does not translate well to a professional portfolio. Keep it out of your portfolio. Put it on your Facebook. Okay, the other things that I want to talk about are if you are styling someone and you have blood on their clothes, do not have handprints. Like, it looks cute for like your Halloween, like cute Halloween blood print top, your blood print shower curtain. Cute, right? But if you're trying to get a realistic attack, or something of that variety, your victim doesn't flat hand leave prints on your clothes. Don't do that. If you want things to look spattery, there's lots of different ways. Maybe we should do a blood video on different kinds of blood. We might do that in the future. We'll just tuck that video away. Okay, so no handprints. If you want it to look like you're like struggling with somebody, you can literally put your model in front of you and go, okay, I trusted this weekend. I had a guy wearing a tie, right? And he was supposed to look like he was, you know, a slasher, right? So I like, okay, if I was a victim, maybe I'd grab his tie. So I like put blood on my hands and grabbed his tie and pulled down. Or, you know, I'm putting handprints here and dragging, like where there would be a struggle where people would actually grab, but no flat-handed handprints. Okay, let's talk about blood in wounds. I realize when you're first starting, a lot of people are using cotton and latex, which we're going to talk about latex a little bit as well. I realize that latex does not always look like natural skin if you're still practicing with it, and it's everybody's first go-to to take that blood outside of a wound. I'll put an example here of what I'm talking about. So you've got this wound and you've stippled blood all the way outside of it, and it's starting to take up more and more space. Or I've seen a lot of the like slashed face ones, you know, cheetah, wolf, slash face, and they don't, like, if it's a cut and it drips, that makes sense if there's enough blood coming out of it that it's dripping. But if I was cut from here to here and there's blood outside of the wound coming out of the wound, it goes down because gravity drags it down. There's no reason it would be evenly stippled outside of the wound all the way around the wound. Please, please don't do that. It looks not good because it looks like you're trying to cover up your latex, or you just don't understand how a real wound would work. If your stomach can handle it, go look up real wounds. It took me a while to desensitize myself to some of the things to be able to do crazier, bigger makeups. This is another one that I was very guilty of early in my SFX tinkering. So I completely understand why people do it. I completely understand how when you get your hands in the blood, you just want to blood everything and it's really fun. But if you're trying to impress a client or you're trying to book some more professional work, please don't do it. Okay. Let's talk about latex in general. Now there are latex old age stipples, like this one that I did on Chris, where you are stippling latex in order to make wrinkles. That kind of latex stippling is okay. If you're trying to book a client for zombie stuff and you cover them in latex like this, and it's just like peely skin, it once again is not showcasing a great use of product or great repertoire, and it's not going to be conducive for your portfolio. Again, if you're playing for Halloween and you're brand new, do whatever you want, but this will not sell someone on a portfolio piece. And if you're getting like lumpy latex wounds where the big wounds are sticking up and these big lumps of latex all over, or a big lump of latex to make like a chunk of a saw blade stick in your neck, again, flesh wouldn't work like that. It wouldn't just be like this big huge lump that sticks really far off. So using a lot of latex to just layer or try to stick things in your skin by using that big clump of latex and cotton and latex and tissue paper or any of that variety is not going to sell itself super well to a professional portfolio or trying to book yourself out as a professional. Uneven or unblended paint, please pay attention to how your paint looks in your photos. To have unblended or uneven paint looks like you were lazy and you didn't know, or you didn't know what you were doing, or how to use your products. There's so many awesome tutorials on how to get a really nice even paint coat. another idea for me to put up a video on how to get a really nice even paint coat. Another really popular look to have in like a beauty portfolio is to have like the splatter paint all over your face. That looks really cool, but unless there's something exceptionally unique about it, it's one that just really doesn't sell a portfolio. I've done it, it's fun, I enjoy it, it's fun to throw on my Instagram, but it stays on my Instagram and not in my professional portfolio. Any paint that is flat and monochromatic. I have a cosplayer here who's wearing a flat all over paint. Yay, we covered a whole body in paint, and that's a big accomplishment. It takes a lot of time, but again, it doesn't really show a professional skill set and it just looks flat. If you want an all over body paint that's in a single color, you're going to have to highlight and contour in order to put it in your professional portfolio and make it look like something that's really impressive for a client. We talked about splatter. Oh, on top of streaky, the other thing that I think really just takes away from a body paint makeup look or a face paint is if you have a ton of space right underneath the eyes, or you don't go right up to the waterline. I think that's really distracting and it'll make a really good makeup look really bad. So try to, I realize if you're doing like kids face painting or something of that variety, like getting a 2-year-old or 3-year-old to sit still and get right up to their waterline is not always easy and not always possible. I'm not talking about marketing yourself as a face painter, I'm talking more about, again, an FX portfolio. So please don't be offended. Bad wigs. I was guilty of this literally today. And it's why it will go on my YouTube and it will go on my Instagram, but it will not go in my professional portfolio. Having bad wigs in a professional photo that you're going to put in your professional portfolio will make an entire excellent makeup look terrible. Today I filmed another video doing a Sub-Zero makeup, which I mostly just wanted to do because I wanted to show off this cool new mask that I made recently, and that's great and fine and dandy, but I put this silver wig on top because I felt like Sub-Zero should not be a redhead, and silver was the top thing that was on my wig box, which desperately needs to be cleaned and combed through and taken care of. So I put the silver wig on top and the wig was awful. I did that to myself today. But again, I'm gonna put it up as like to cover up my hair for like my YouTube. To put it up on my Instagram where I can Photoshop it and it's not a big deal. But I do not want to send in a picture with a bad wig to a big professional client, because that wig will take away from all the rest of the hard work. Fun for Halloween, sure. Not so great for everything else. It didn't, if you get wigs from the Halloween store, they're going to shine, they're going to fit terribly. That's what this one was. I did that to myself. I do have a couple of wigs that I got reasonable, so I got those on Amazon, and I just typed in cosplay wigs. And then went through all the reviews in different wigs that I liked, and then the one with really good reviews that was also on Prime because I'm an Amazon Prime user. Those are the ones that I ordered. If you're looking for higher end wigs, there are definitely a bunch of companies out there that have high-end wigs. I do not currently own any high-end wigs, but Mikey from Glam & Gore, who I will drop in the description box below as well, just released her first line of wigs, and I might throw down that $100 to get a really, really nice, heat-resistant, beautiful wig, because when you have a good one, they're worth it. Alright, the last thing that we're going to talk about today is trending looks. There are a couple of internet trends that if they hit someone's portfolio, I literally lose my mind because they're really overdone, and a lot of them they're great for practicing and learning things like scab blood and for working with latex and stuff for the first time, but they don't make you look like a professional, so I would not put them in my professional portfolio. Professional, says the girl over and over who's wearing fairy ears and horns. Zipper face. Do not put a zipper face in your professional portfolio. There's nothing that will make me like turn away faster than a zipper face. Even a well done zipper face. It's just one of those things that like, no, don't put zipper faces in your portfolio. Don't do it. It's bad for your health. Okay, the next one would be the thing over the eye. The Coke can over the eye. The half of an ornament over the eye. These have been done a bajillion times. If you're a new makeup artist and you want to try it out, do it. It'll be great for your Instagram. Your friends will love it. They're fun. They're a good way to practice with things like blood and special effects for like latex and things like that, but they're not good for your professional portfolio. Another one of these is the pencil through the nose. Again, it's fun for your social media. It's not great for your professional portfolio. Or the card through the mouth. Super fun for your social media. Does not does not lend well to your professional portfolio. Yep, that's what I have. Beyond that, have fun. Again, this does not say anything about what you personally can do. You can do whatever you want. You can have fun. Makeup should be fun. And if you're doing this as a hobby, do whatever you want. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Do what makes you happy. If it makes you happy to put a Coke can over your eye every week, do it. Do it. If that's what's working well for your social media, do it. Go for it. I'm literally only talking about if you're looking to book small films, if you're looking to expand your career as an FX artist, these might be things that don't work well for you. Yep, that's what I have. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to see more from my channel, go ahead and subscribe, and then you can also click that little bell. It's supposed to tell you about things.